Hey everybody, today we're going to be doing a review on the JCP Home Inflatable Bed. Now, I've already taken mine out of the box, and what comes in the box is a carrying case, a motor, and the actual bed itself. Now, one thing to note, this thing is very heavy. But before we get into any of that, I'm going to do a close-up for you on the actual box so you can see what you got in there. You have to excuse the poor lighting. The reason why we're in the basement is because this thing is huge. There really isn't any room for it for me to actually inflate it in the normal place that I normally like to do reviews. So that's the box. Now if I take the motor out of the bag, it's going to look like this. Just plugs in with the standard AC adapter. Motor's pretty small, lightweight, compact. And it comes with 3 different nozzles that you can attach. Don't lose them, otherwise you won't really be able to inflate the bed properly. The nozzle you're going to use is actually the biggest one on here. So if I put it on there, do a little close-up for you. This is the motor. These are the nozzles. This is the plug and everything. It's pretty small, pretty good. It inflates the bed relatively quickly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually show you what the bed is like when inflating and when fully inflated. So, here we go. Okay, so this is what the bed looks like when it's flat and almost no air in it. I've pumped it up once before, so there's a little bit of air in it. When you get it, it should be completely flat and folded nicely. One thing to note, it is kind of hard to get all the air out and put it in the little travel bag. But what I'm going to do is now I'm actually going to inflate it for you. There's a little nozzle right here you got to pull out, and then you just put the little adapter right there and you hold it in and turn on the motor. And this is what the bed looks like when it's completely inflated. So when it's completely inflated, it's actually really, really big. It's probably the equivalent of a queen-size mattress, actually. It could probably fit 2 people if you really wanted it to. Overall, the quality is pretty nice. It does come with like hole repair kits in case you get like some sort of hole, like a puncture of some sort. Overall, it's not bad. I've slept on it a few times. As far as air mattresses go, when it says deluxe airbed, it means deluxe. This thing is huge. I mean, it takes up a lot of space, but it's really comfortable. I actually prefer it over my sleep number bed, actually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick walk around of the bed so you can see every aspect of it in all its glory. So, as we walk around, you can see the bed from all corners. As you can see, this is a very, very thick bed. You're not going to be hitting the ground anytime soon when you sleep on it. To deflate it is pretty simple too. All you really need is someone to lay on the bed and pull this little plug right here. So if I go ahead and do that, pull it out, you can hear that it's actually deflating. Now, deflating also takes a decent amount of time due to the size of this bed. And rolling it up to get it to fit inside that little black carrying case is also pretty hard too, but it's not impossible. It just may take you a few tries to get it ready. So, I'm just gonna let this deflate. So as you can see, it's actually pretty hard to get it to the point where it has a little enough air to where you can actually fold it enough times to fit it in the bag. However, it's not impossible, it just takes a few tries. Now, as you also may have noticed, deflating it almost takes as long as inflating it, if not longer. The whole process is pretty long, but if you want a good night's sleep on a portable bed, this is the one to get. Now, you may notice that on the bottom, there's like a velvet kind of thing on the bottom of it. That's actually a protective layer. That part goes on the ground. The reason they have that is because it gives it a bit of extra protection from anything that may pierce it on the bottom. So people often confuse that as a layer to make it more comfortable to sleep on. It's not true. That goes on the bottom. What you sleep on is actually the rubberized or whatever material it is part. Now, one thing to note is I have slept on this bed before. If you don't have anything in between you and the bed, you will stick to the bed for some reason. It's kind of weird and a little bit annoying, but a really thin sheet of material, some sort of cloth perhaps, will prevent that really easily. So other than that, the bed I think is really nice, really good, and above all, high quality. Well, thanks for watching the review and bearing with me through the massive amounts of time it takes to inflate and deflate. So please subscribe, rate, comment, whatever. I always like subscribers, and I will be doing reviews on other random things relatively soon. So thanks for watching, and Merry